Chief? Something feels... The Silent Auditorium. Oh no.
What is it? What's wrong?
I should have realized. That's not what it was called. I've been here before. This is where I locked her down. This is where Cortana died.
What do we call her?
We're here, go! Did you hear me? We're here! You need to go, now!
Hello everyone, I'm RobtheMod. This is part 32 of Halo Infinite on the Xbox One. And this is it. It's Silent Auditorium. It's the final level of the game. And can I tell you, this is such a bitch, this bit at the start here. This is honestly, I want to say this is like the 10th attempt. Like, I don't know if it's just me and just bad luck with like checkpoints, but honestly, just the worst. There's just so many enemies and just the shade turrets and everything, right? But what I want to say is thanks for watching the series, because this basically is the last Halo video on the channel for a while. So if you've been subscribed just for Halo, thank you very much for watching. I want to thank you for that. It's not going to be exactly the last Halo video on the channel. If you have not been watching the full journeys, which to be honest I don't blame you, because they are just re-uploads of all the Let's Plays. If you haven't seen these, basically YouTube playlists can get messed up. So what I've been doing is I've been taking the completed Let's Plays and I've been uploading them as a thing called the full journey, or the so many hours journey. And basically, what I can tell you is that Amnesia: The Dark Descent, for example, was 5 hours 5 minutes. Dirt Showdown is 6 hours 48 minutes, and Halo Combat Evolved, which is the most recent one that I've uploaded at the time of recording. They should all be up by the time you see this, because I'm recording this in September, but you'll be seeing this in January. Halo Combat Evolved, 6 hours 25 minutes, basically. 6 hours 23 is the actual length. So yeah, I'm going to be doing Halo 2 and Halo 3 and all that very soon. But basically, what you're going to see is that, I mean, this is going to be a bit weird because this is going to be part of that, obviously, because I take the videos and I put them in the journey. But basically, on when will it be? I'm looking at my schedule. On Friday, you will basically be seeing the full journey of this. So the full, however long it took me to get through Halo Infinite. That's basically it. That's all I want to say. So this video by itself is not the last Halo video on the channel, and to be honest, the Halo full journey may not be the full video on the channel. That I'm gonna have to there's gonna be a cutscene coming up, so I'm just gonna have to look at that. But I don't know why that looked like it jumped ahead. If that jumped ahead, that was obviously an issue with capturing, but I think I may have just been jumped by an AI. To be honest, I'll have to take a look at that. Honestly, I was just sort of looking down at the microphone, just talking into it, and then I looked up and just saw this elite, and I was like, "Whoa!" Was not expecting that. But yeah, I'll have to look. We need to get a power seed. Obviously, that doesn't take that long, because I can tell you that there's a cutscene coming up. So yeah, it's literally right there. But yeah, so if you're watching this as part of the full journey, probably going to be the last Halo video for a while until the next game comes out.
I have seen your future, and I have learned there will be no more sadness, no more anger, no more envy.
So yeah, I did actually look back, and yes, you did actually. There was a skip. You did actually miss something. Admittedly, you didn't miss much. I'll explain more after this bit that we're going to have another hologram section with Cortana. But yeah, that was actually a capturing error. So I do apologise about that.
I've been waiting for you to show up. What's the plan? Take me back to the Infinity for deletion? Halsey's gonna love that.
The UNSC is gone.
Atriox, how did you...
It's time to discuss the terms of your surrender.
And of course, I have to explain it during the worst part, because this is the bit that I wanted to actually, you know what, I'll explain this bit after, because, yeah, I want to explain this. So, those hunters, they're an absolute pain. I'm playing on normal, and they're an absolute pain. So, if you want to have a little cheat way around, pick up the I forgot what the name of the gun is now, but pick that gun up from the corner. Use the grapple hook up here. There's an energy sword here that's completely... I don't know why you'd use an energy sword against the hunters, but they basically cannot attack you. But you can attack... Well, they can try and attack you, and they will actually... It looks like they will actually take a bit of your shields away, but basically they can't really attack you. Now, annoyingly, you can't use the sentinel beam here, but you can use this to get through the little gap. There we go, see? Shoot it in the leg. Wait for it to come back around, because it's... There we go. Well, it didn't really move, but there. Killed it, and now it's gone. And obviously there's two of them. But they can't attack you, because you're in this... You're behind there, basically. The only problem with this weapon is you have to reload after every hit. But yeah, that capturing error. I do apologise about that. You didn't miss much, you literally just missed me turn a corner. And I even went back and I looked at the original footage, because the Elgato saves it in two places. Because what you guys see is you see an MP4 file that the Elgato renders out after it's recorded, but there is also a file that's an M2 TS file, I believe it is. This is irrelevant to Halo, but I'm just saying, basically it saves it in two different places, in two different file formats. And even on that original file, basically, I don't know what happened, but I'm going through there, and then it's sort of, you get a black screen, and then it cuts to the, it cuts to the elite hitting us. So, I have no idea what happened there, but basically all you missed was us turning the corner, a door opening, and then maybe me killing a grunt or two, and that elite rushing us. I have, but yeah, I do apologise about that. It's obviously was not my intention to for something like that to happen, but it did. Sadly, the support. I had a little bit of a guide up here at this point, because obviously I didn't know how to kill those hunters the first time. So at that point, it was saying that there was an armory nearby, and that's what I was looking for, but I could not find it. Maybe that's only in the higher levels. I don't know.
Look around, Cortana. Your empire over. Your great plan ended at the hands of those who made you.
Not yet.
Oh, such confidence, such arrogance. Do you believe a savior will come? A Spartan?
John, the Master Chief will stop you.
He didn't stop me when I crushed his skull, threw him into the void.
No.
You asked me if I understood the consequences of defiance, and what did I say?
You said yes.
And then I asked you the same question. Reflect on your choices, Cortana. Understand the consequences.
And now we carry on after listening to more Cortana holograms. And I guess these whispers, but you can read those. I don't like as I've said before, I do not like talking over cutscenes, and yeah, they're not really cutscenes, but I count them as cutscenes. Actually, to be honest, is that like the first time something like that's happened in one of these videos? Like, I know we've previously had ones where, like, I'm on about, like, with the Elgato, because I'm thinking, like, you know, like, how do I say this? Like, I don't think when I've played Forza Horizon, or whatever, because, well, to be fair, it all goes through the Elgato now, but, even PS3 stuff, but, what I'm saying is, when I had the HD PVR, yeah, like, capture issues were, I wouldn't say common, but they occasionally happened. I know it happened with, well, it mainly happened with PS3 stuff for some reason. I don't think it really ever happened with Xbox 360 stuff. But that was with component video, to be fair, and component video is analog, and also that was on an older PC that I had, and even that had an issue once where a couple of times, to be honest, where I played, if you remember, I was playing Euro Truck Simulator on the PC. This is very old. But, yeah, playing Euro Truck Simulator on the PC, and the PC just decided to turn off in the middle of a recording once. I have no idea why that happened, but it did. But the point basically with the PS3 stuff is, I believe there's like a missing in quotation marks, but yeah, missing episodes of Gran Turismo 6 and Ratchet and Clank, where basically the capture was messed up, or it like didn't record properly for whatever reason. But again, that was on the Elgato. I don't think that's on the Elgato. That was on the HD PVR, the Hapag HD PVR. I don't believe that has ever happened with the Elgato before. Actually, no. Now that I think about it, no, because that wasn't really a capture. Well, it was a capture issue, but it didn't affect any videos. It happened before the video started. I'm just remembering something where I went to record a video, but the signal wasn't coming through on the Elgato for some reason, and it turned out to be an issue with the software because they released an update to it. So yeah, that was a thing. And then that might have happened like once or twice. And then there's been times when I've gone to record, and weirdly the Elgato's been pushing the signal fine to the TV. It's happened before where I've two separate things, but it's the same issue. I hope that wasn't another cut there. I don't think it was, because that was. I think it might just be me turning, but now I'm worried that this is like happening more. I especially hope it doesn't happen in the boss battle, because that'd be terrible if that happened in the boss battle. But yeah, there's definitely been a thing a few times with the Elgato where it's where the Elgato has like it's two, like I said, two separate things, but at the same time. And the Elgato, it mainly happens this way, where I've been recording, it renders out the video, because that's how the Elgato has to. It can. That's it. Well, saying that, I wonder if that's the cause of the thing of that error. I'm just thinking now of why that skip was in the video, because normally this is what happens, right? So when you record a video on the Elgato, it has to. I've set it to automatically export it as an MP4 file. You can do it later, and maybe I should set it so it's done later, where I have to do it manually myself. But you can basically set it to automatically output it as an MP4 file, or some other format for other things. But I set it to automatically do it as an MP4 format. Now what you can do is you can immediately hit record again. Now what but here's the issue. Like, so whenever I've been having issues with the Elgato, it's always been after I've recorded something, basically. It's recorded something, and then for whatever reason, the screen goes black on the capture window, but it's still sending the signal through to the TV. So that means the Elgato is still working, because if the Elgato wasn't working, it wouldn't be sending the signal through to the TV. If that makes any, you know. Well, here's the thing. For Halo Infinite here, I was so busy trying to finish the game. And the fact is, the previous episode was about an hour, and this is also an hour. Well, maybe it's actually an hour and a half's worth of raw footage, at least. So I'm wondering if, because I stopped the recording and then immediately started it again, if that first, like the previous episode, has basically caused an issue with the capture. I think that might be what happened.
I have learned so much, Cortana. This ring is different. It has secrets within that I will have. This Silent Auditorium. Do you know its history? Its true purpose? I have little need for a failed god. This ring is all I need. Surrender it to me.
I think that capture was finalizing. It was finalizing the MP4 part at the end. It's got to, like, the computer stuff basically, but you know, it's got to, like, a video clip has to have certain metadata to tell a computer, to tell, like, video editing software and whatever what it is, codec information, and I think it's probably been putting that information in, and for whatever reason, maybe because of the size of it, it's really slowed down the PC. And because when you're capturing stuff and it's a USB based capture card, it's got to, the PC has to hold that data basically in RAM for a bit, and then that becomes the video file. That's how the Elgato worked. That's how the HD PVR works, or worked, I should say. When I still have it. It just doesn't work. It just broke, if you remember. That's why there was no PS3 stuff for a while. But now for the PS3 stuff came back because I got the at first I got a component to HDMI adapter, and now I have a now I have a HDMI adapter, which is a lot better because it means I don't have to have two plugs used for a PS3. But anyway, yeah, the point is basically I reckon that that first footage was probably finished exporting as an MP4, and it had to finalize that footage, and it caused a bit of an issue. So yeah, that's probably my fault, but I'd never normally do that. It's just I think I was so, because I did all three Halos at the same time, like all three of the final levels. You know, I did the Road, I did House of Reckoning, and I did this Silent Auditorium all at the same time because I wanted to finish Infinite. And yeah, I was just so busy, and the fact that House of Reckoning took an hour, I was like, and the thing is, it takes about 10-15 minutes for it to do about an hour's worth of footage, export it out, and I was like, I can't be bothered waiting that long. So yeah, I think that's probably my fault, because that probably lines up with at the point of the video where I died. But yeah, so still apologising for something that happened in like what, the first 5-10 minutes of the video. But yeah, it's just I feel so bad about it, because obviously the entire point of these is to show you the entire game, and you know, I suppose you wouldn't have minded if it was, you know, if it was a section where I was out of the, you know, where I was exploring, because I could have just skipped that bit, essentially, you know? Especially if it was a bit where I was just, like, where I hadn't collected something. Where there was just some enemies in the that were guarding, like, say, a Spartan core that I didn't really show collecting. But no, it had to happen during an actual mission in the game. But I suppose that's really the only place it could have happened, because you know, when I record, you know, the only reason it would have happened is because I recorded so many after each other. But that doesn't normally happen when I'm recording like other games, because I do actually let them export, because I got to, you know, switch games, switch consoles, whatever, you know, so that's never normally a thing. It's only if you're recording so many things in a row and you're splitting them like that that it's a problem. Well, there's one other thing I want to say as well. I've been saying it in most of the videos for this week. It's something I'm going to be saying in future videos, specifically for Doom and any other first-person shooter that I do. It's something that I don't really want to say, but basically, you know, if you like the content, hit the subscribe button. If you like the video, hit the like button on the video. And hell, if you dislike it, hit the dislike button on the video. Not that it does anything anymore on YouTube. It's just basically, it helps a very small channel like us out. You can't grow a channel on YouTube naturally anymore, really. You have to get engagement, because that's how YouTube recommends stuff. And yeah, I don't like asking for likes and subscriptions and whatever, but it's the only way of growing a channel these days. So that'll be something you'll be hearing on Doom and any other future Let's Plays. It's something I've tried to avoid for Halo. In fact, it's something I've tried to avoid on any video on the channel, to be honest, but it's something I've just started doing basically for this week's worth of videos. Although, weirdly, even though I recorded the commentary for Galgun after the fact, I forgot to actually mention it during that, so I do apologise. Well, I don't know why I'm apologising, because I know YouTube. As a YouTube viewer myself, I hate listening to people saying smash the like button and whatever, and don't worry, I'm not going to say stuff like that, but it's just so annoying, like, that you do have to say stuff like that to grow a channel on YouTube these days, and it's just, I wish you didn't have to do it, but you do. We're going to have yet another cutscene, or maybe it's a hologram. I can just see that it's Cortana, but I think it is a cutscene coming up. I've got to activate the bridge here, or construct the bridge. No, it's a hologram, I can tell, basically by the fact that they're talking to each other. It's not a cutscene. Yeah, but I am just treating the holograms basically as cutscenes, because they are, even though you can move about during them. Apparently it took a bit before I activated this. Maybe the button was stuck. I don't know.
How could I have been so stupid? Halsey made a copy. It was the only way. There's not much time. If Atriox takes control, he has the ring. A weapon pointed into the universe. Nothing left to lose. My fault. My stupid fault. Not much time. Will this work? There's a moment. John will make it work. He needs help. Of course. Was this your plan all along, Halsey? Or is it mine? It doesn't matter now. Nothing else matters. This has got to work. He can't do it on his own. He needs me. He needs her.
Thank you, Atriox.
You helped me.
You really did.
Would you humor me? If you knew how you were going to die, how would you live your life differently?
I would change nothing.
Perfect. Thank you.
What are you doing?
Making things right.
It was her. She destroyed the ring, stopped my deletion. Why?
I think that actually was a cutscene, not a hologram, actually. I saw Cortana in the edit window and I was like, yeah, this is going to be another hologram. But no, I think it was a cutscene because it's... I think it was on a lift as the lift was going up. I don't know, like, actually, like, let me know in the comments. I don't... Well, engagement, yeah. Let me know in the comments what you think. Was that a cutscene or was that just a hologram? I think it was a cutscene. We've got another one coming up here because this is the boss battle. We've finally reached the boss battle area. So yeah, enjoy this.
The Silent Auditorium. Forerunner, obviously. It appears to be... Oh no.
What is it?
It's a courtroom, a prison, a place of execution. All these things together. Why?
To cover their sins, we stood silent, unable to speak as they passed judgment. We could not defend ourselves. We could not reason with them.
Something's sending a signal. Before you ask, I'm already tracking it.
Hear this, Forerunners. Your auditorium has fallen. The endless bound. Your sins undone. Today we return.
And here we go, the final boss battle of the game, the final part of the game. You're going to get a whole bunch of enemies that are going to attack you, a whole bunch of Banished. I like how technically it meant that because they threw their own grenades at people, like tried to throw that electric grenade at me or whatever it's called, they electrocuted themselves. Kind of funny. This first wave is reasonably easy, I would say. It's the third wave that's the pain, because one of them there's a brute with a gravity hammer. That's always fun. And I think it's one of the ones that goes berserk and just rushes at you. But there you go, there's a Harbinger, if that's how that's pronounced. They're a slight pain in the fact that they bounce around, so it's very difficult to hit them. Especially on the third wave, which you'll see. I didn't actually mean to shoot the fusion coil or whatever there, but apparently I did. But yeah, kind of a pain. You just got to... The thing is, once they're on the floor, they don't actually... they don't move, which is nice. You just got to take the shield away, which is... Yeah. And then... Apparently I must have died during each round. Well, not the first round, but yeah. Kind of awkward. But yeah, so I guess the second and third rounder... Well, the thing about this is where the enemies come from, I don't think they'll come out the... Like, if you go in front of one of the doors, that door won't open. Basically. Yeah, that door won't open. Like, it won't spawn enemies right in front of you. Except the one time I think it did. Which, yes, there's always some... But then again, that might be in the game just being a bit... Maybe I wasn't close enough to the door that it counted, or whatever. But yeah, sometimes the like one. I think in one of the attempts, it did actually spawn the enemies coming out the door that I was running towards. But I think that's for like safety, I guess, so you don't get absolutely like overrun. But yeah, that's kind of annoying. So as you can see, yeah, she continues to jump around the room. She's a little bit more difficult this time. As you can see, I'm trying, like, she's now throwing stuff at me. Was she throwing stuff at me last time? I don't know. The Mauler is probably a good weapon for this. It's just a shame that I only have 5 hits left. I also like how she teleported right into me. That was nice. Unfortunately, now I'm out of ammo for it, and I don't think I find any more. So yeah. In the first... I'm yawning again. I do apologize. I said this in the last one. But yeah, the Mauler, good weapon at least in the first round of this bit. Maybe not the second or the third. I don't know. But yeah, you got... Same thing, you've got to take out the shield. Which is kind of a shame. Well, it's not really a shame, but you know what I mean. Like, it's kind of a... It's a difficult thing to sort of do. The Sentinel Beam is useful, but I got so close to death here, as you can see. Just had to run out. I was like, oh my god, am I going to die here again? Like, that's the thing when you get down to so little health. I mean, look how easily she can take away your shields. And it's even worse when they spawn in front of you. Like, if she killed me at that point, that would have been like, bullshit. I probably would have quit the game. Even though it's the final boss battle. Or at least I would have quit the game for the day and then come back to it some other time. But there you go, took out the shield, just gotta like hit her again. And then that was another edit, because I definitely know I died during the during this one, because like I said, stupid brute with a not a grav lift, with a gravity hammer. There we go.
Wait, there's something else here. Something's helping me.
Just ran away waiting for them to come out, because the first time I actually tried to go straight for them. Not the best course of action. But there you go. So here's the final enemies. A couple of elites it looks like as well. Don't make me a liar, game. Oh, there he is. He's over there. You saw him. There's the guy with the gravity hammer running towards me. It's like, oh shit. I like how we got electrocuted there. That was quite nice, because that helped me kill him. It helped. Well, it definitely helped me reduce the amount of armor he has on. There we go. I think did he get like killed by that thing explode? I think I shot him and he also got killed by that. Like, I was helped by the fusion coil or whatever, like exploding him. But there we go. Here's the Sentinel Beam being used on her, because that seems to work, as you can see. Unfortunately, out of ammo now. Got to use the Cinder Shot, which isn't the greatest weapon. As you can see, she can very easily avoid the Cinder Shot. So weirdly, all the maybe I'm just not very good at it, but like all the guides online were like, you use the Cinder Shot. I had, as you can see, a lot better luck with the Sentinel Beam. But here we go, final cutscene.
What you need. Tell them. I am sorry it took so long.
Who's she talking to?
I don't know. The signal's old? Like, really old.
My time is ended. Yours too. They will make sure.
We need extraction.
Of course you do. On my way.
The Endless will return.
I couldn't decrypt it in time.
It's okay. You'll figure something out.
Of course I will.
They'll pair you with another AI. Maybe even another Cortana model if Halsey lets them. It won't be me. But you know that, right? But that doesn't matter. It's just another echo. She's right, John. Just another echo. Sorry, I'm messing with you. I just had a feeling that's what she would say. Do you see what I see? So much potential. I'm sorry. I didn't have long to plan this. A few milliseconds, really. I hope it worked out. Look at us. We just keep saying goodbye, don't we? But this isn't an end. It's a chance to make amends, to rectify mistakes. And it starts here. I was wrong. I thought that I could do this on my own. But I forgot that the whole point of all of this, the entire reason that I chose you in the first place, was that we were supposed to be a team. Perfectly suited, perfectly matched, perfect. In these final moments, I know what my last mission is. I need to make sure you two learn from my mistakes. Become stronger because of them. I chose well, Master Chief. I really did. Now, it's up to you. Are you all right? I don't know what to say. Scratch that! We need to get out of here! Like now!
Options?
I'm thinking. Yes, I know. Think faster. Maybe there's a way to...
Was that you?
Would it help if I said yes?
Probably.
But we don't know where it's going, or even if it's going anywhere.
Any other suggestions?
No, but this is a really bad idea!
Let's not do that again.
I did try to tell you it was a bad idea.
Chief! Your beacon just appeared out of nowhere. Oh, I thought I lost you. Where did you go?
Echo 216.
Stay put. I'm coming to you.
Where are we?
Chief, I think the better question is when are we? I don't know how, but we've been gone for days. 3 days, to be precise.
This ring is different than the others.
The Banished and the Harbinger were looking for something that was never found. Why would the Forerunners hide something and throw away the key? Doesn't that scare you?
No. You?
Of course not.
Is anyone going to ask me what I think? I guess not. Get inside, big guy.
Oh, sorry. I'm really happy to see you. Really happy. So, what do we do now?
We finished the fight.
Yes, sir. The Banished still control the rest of the ring.
Wait. I know this is weird, given all that's happened, but
What? What is it?
We still don't know your name. We can't keep calling you Echo 216.
No, you can't. Esparza. Fernando Esparza.
It's nice to meet you, Esparza. Fernando Esparza.
Good work, soldier.
And what about you?
What about me?
What do I call you?
Any ideas?
Well... Do you think it would be okay? You're sure?
You get to choose your name.
Then I think I might have the perfect one.
All right. Here we go. Whew. Get ready.
And that's it. Halo Infinite, developed by 343 Industries, as you can see. I'm going to warn you, it is about 30 minutes worth of credits, but I always leave the credits in for the purpose of basically thanking all the people that developed the game. I think it's quite rude if you cut the credits out of a Let's Play. You would not have had the Let's Play without the people that worked on the game, so I always leave it in. But anyway, all I'm going to say is, I have been RobtheMod. Thank you very much for watching part 32 of Halo Infinite on the Xbox One. I was kind of hoping I would have had a Series X by this point for the purposes of the Let's Play, but I finished the game, so obviously that has not happened. Next week you will see Doom on the PlayStation 4. That will be taken over from the slot of Halo. One other thing I want to say is basically, well, yeah, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, let me comment below what you thought. You know, basically comment on my, well, you know, do you want the, like, Doom and whatever to continue to be a blog, like a vlog series, or do you want it to just, like, do you want me to actually comment on the actual gameplay and just completely focus on that? Because that is what I used to do for the old Halo games. Maybe not so much Infinite and ODST, but that is something I used to do. One thing I also want to say is if you were watching the full journey version of this, thanks for sticking with it. I guess it's maybe over, I don't know how long it will be, but I'm gonna guess it's probably over 12 hours. I know Watch Dogs was. So yeah, thanks for sticking through with that and watching the entire video. But anyway, yeah, I've been RobtheMod. Thanks for either watching the full journey or part 32 of Halo Infinite on the Xbox One. And ta-ra, enjoy the rest of the credits and the Halo theme music.